Hi, I'm Komi, and welcome back to the Neverhood. Last time we navigated through the Hall of Records, and we fought a weasel. That's right. Yes, indeed. So now it just occurred to me that we have to run back to the Hall of Records to do something before we can actually make use of the last area we unlocked. Because, that's one of the joys of point-and-click games, is just lots and lots and lots of backtracking. Because, that is something that always makes people happy. But, okay, so yeah, see? This door's open. That's why we couldn't use the spikes in that column last time, because now that we're done with that area, you want to close that door back. Okay. So, really sorry I forgot about that. I'm not, by any stretch of the imagination, a master at this game. I know most of the puzzles and secrets, but not all. So that was one that just totally slipped my mind, and it's such a minor detail. But that is something really important to keep in mind, is when you're through at the Hall of Records, you do absolutely want to close that door on the way out. This game rewards tidiness. It rewards leaving things the way you found it. Okay, so let's go back. Thank goodness that's really close. Some backtracking takes you a lot longer than that. Wow, I'm actually a little bit tone deaf tonight. Usually I can match notes pretty good too. There's just something about recording that, all my competency goes right out the window. Hey, there was a disc we almost missed. Oh boy. I think there's 30 or 35 of these, so there's a lot of discs in this area. You definitely want to make sure you get them all. There, now we can actually climb up here. Oh, such a good soundtrack. Just be prepared, I'm gonna geek out over the soundtrack the entire time. Alright, here we go. So this area is also super important because we have a super important red button. We've now hit red, blue, and green buttons. Now let's grab this. Yet another disc. See, there's discs everywhere, but if you miss even one, then you're boned at the end of the game. You have to backtrack. And nobody wants to backtrack from all the way to the end of the game. Ah! Oh, that thing is gross. Ugh. Oh, that's nasty. Thank you, random bug joke. Man, just that goo is just grody. I don't like goo. I don't like sticky stuff. Oh, I love the soundtrack. Anybody who's hung out with me can tell you that, there's times when I'll just play the soundtrack and just play it the whole way through, which it's a massive thing. It's like a 50-track thing, but it's all so good. All the songs are just so enjoyable. Alright. We're making some good headway here. Last time I played through the game, it took me maybe 2.5, 3 hours, something like that. I want to say it was only 2.5, but... Okay, we don't need to go there. Don't need to go there. If I had turned left, we could have just faced that immediately. That was dumb. Sorry. Alright, here we go. And here's where those super important buttons came in handy. Because now... There we go. See? Okay, so get those pens and papers ready, because this next segment has stuff for us to write down. Here's my chin. I got it ready. Okay, this little segment here is really important. It's a little bit annoying. So what we're going to do is going to click it, and then I'm just going to roughly scribble what it is. It doesn't have to be like note for note perfect because the shapes are all pretty distinct from each other. You just have to make sure you do it right. So let's see what we got here. Face. Comb. Sundial. While I'm writing these down, here's the bad news about this tree. This particular pattern, the way these pictures come out in this order, is exclusive to my file. It's not going to repeat save file to save file, so unfortunately you guys can't just mark down my pattern for your file. You'll have to mark down your own. Okay, so I'm going to mark that down as a comb, but I'm going to underline that one because it had that weird sound. That weird sound is the central crux of figuring out this puzzle. It took me forever to get that one. Because that weird sound, and notice it's a repeat of a previous symbol, it's a repeat of that comb thing. So that's all telling you that something is funky with that one. So that's, I'm just triple underlining that in my notebook so that I know that's the buzzword, that's the special symbol. Okay, good enough. Hey, that plant looks like lemon. I would love a plant like that. Alright. So now I'm trying to remember. There's a lot of stuff that happens throughout here. Let's take a look at this. It's the camera. Not the camera, the cannon. I can't word English good right now. Very nice. Hey, there we go. There's the display. And I guess that's my fire button? Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Just taking some notes in my handy-dandy Neverhood notebook to make sure I have all my symbols separated and stuff. Just because it helps me stay a little bit more organized. Okay, I need a new pen. Oh, I guess we should get out of there. Thank you. Cool, so now we just need to step in here. Let me test this pen real quick. Now we're talking. That's how a pen ought to write, sir. Cool. And we have another puzzle. This one's actually kind of cool. Okay, so we just have to find the reverse of whatever picture's there and stick it on. So, I think that first one is this. Yeah. There's IP. Yeah. There's upside down. No, there's laying on its back B. There, that would be that one. And there's the... Okay. Ah, dang. Now the whole thing's undone. Oh, yeah. Oh. Yeah. And IP. Now, we just hit that. Cha-chung. Perfect. So there's no real trick to that puzzle, you just have to be able to spot what those symbols are, and it might take you a couple tries, but it's not super hard. It might be a little bit annoying sometimes because some of the symbols are similar, but that's sort of the challenge. Alright. Now we're talking, okay. I love Clayman's little blinks. The way he blinks his eyes is great. Just look at those eye blinks. Those are great. Okay, well... Oh, this is an interesting one. Okay, so... You'll notice it says, don't jump in the drain, you will die. This is the only time in the game you can actually die, so obviously, I'm not gonna do it. It's annoying, and I'll have to, like, restart from my last save point and all that jazz. And just don't feel like that hassle. Something you can try to make sure to save before you do so. Oh, this is another song I really like, Southern Front Porch Whistler. So, every single path here is important, so we're just going to make sure to take every path. We'll begin by taking every right, and then continue by taking every left. Hey, okay. This is something to take note of, so let me break out the old notebook here. Okay... If you see it, you should probably mark it down. Alright. Oh, and dead end. Okay, get up there. Get up there. Excellent. Okay. We're back on the main path. I'm going to keep going, but I think right now this is a good point to call this episode. So, thanks everybody so much for watching. Make sure to like, favorite, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Make sure to check out some of the other videos I've done. And stay tuned for more of the Neverhood.